I'm going to be attempting to reinstall power steering. And first thing I've done is mounted the little reservoir bracket. I just wanted to test fit it. That's going to come back out because the whole front bumper's got to come off. The car's on jack stands, but right now I'm getting ready to install the lower bracket. Wrench, actually have to use the wrench on this bad boy. I'm gonna get this tightened up. Okay, here's the Integra. It's kind of torn apart, obviously. Bumper's over there. You'll notice there's some things we've added here. Mostly power steering. What's going on, kids? I'm absolutely filthy. Been a little under the weather the last couple days, but been working on the Integra, trying to put power steering back in the car. And I will also say, if you plan on doing this, don't. It's a nightmare. It really is a nightmare to put this back in. I had accidentally thrown out a few lines. I had to go to the junkyard. Got lucky enough to find the lines I needed, but then reinstalling them underneath has just been absolute hell. No point to really film it because you can't really see anything. It's just reinstalling power steering lines. How interesting is that? Anyway, so a couple of things. One, I've installed obviously the reservoir, and I've also reinstalled the window washer. The reason why I've sort of reinstalled power steering is because there is a reason why I want to reinstall the power steering, and that's because, well, my daughter is getting her license and wants to drive, and she wants to be able to drive this car. So the main thing, I figured, hey, you know what, let's put power steering in it so that way, you know, she can drive this thing. A couple of other things that I have done, because I'm trying to get this thing ready for the dyno. I've hooked the timing light up. I got the distributor timed. I've got the TPS timed. I've got all of that ready to go. This thing is tip-top, just about ready to go to the dyno, and I figured, hey, let's throw some power steering on this thing, whatever, while we're still doing it. But I will say at this point right now, I'm a little concerned that there might be a few spots that may leak, or at least one. That's the main thing I really am concerned about. The other thing is the plug. There's a power steering plug that is sort of hidden behind the firewall, and as of right now, I'm not going to plug back up. I may need to. I'm going to do some research on that, on why that's there, and I think it like turns the power steering off, you know, when you're driving after a certain speed or something to that effect. Also, the crank pulley is different. This has the V-belt, and I just ran to the junkyard and picked up a crank pulley from a B18A that has a V-band style. So this thing's in pretty good shape. Had 140,000 miles on the odometer, so it seemed like it was in pretty good shape. So we're going to need to throw that on. Thing that I'm going to be regretfully swapping out is the exhaust. And if you notice underneath here, the exhaust hangs really low. And I love this HKS exhaust. I love the way it sounds, love the way it looks, love everything about it. However, like I said, I want the car to be nice, and it is rattling up against the a lot of noise. For example, when we shut the door, you can hear it. If you hear that. Now, I do have the REVEL Touring Medallion exhaust. It's still in great shape. Originally, that was going to be sold/traded for a GSR block. That fell through. So, I'm going to put it back on the car. Basically, Classic Hondas on the Dragon is a month and a half away. And I'm trying to just wrap everything up with this car, and I want it to be nice. I want it to be nice on the drive. And I don't want any issues with it scraping or hitting. I've got it aligned. It is driving really nice. It's actually running really nice, even though, like I said, it needs to hit the dyno. With all of that being said, we're going to try to put power steering back on. Someone is sending me the upper bracket. That's the only thing I need. At this point, as you can tell, there's one bolt holding this kind of tight, which I'm not going to leave like that at all. I may just start the car just to put some fluid in it, make sure nothing's leaking, anything like that, before I put the car all back on the ground. But other than that, everything is looking good. Day 617 and 75. Here we go. There's a line on the ground. So I got the whole system put together. It was leaking. Figured it was a hose, simple fix. No, it's actually leaking out of the metal of this hard line. Went to a junkyard, actually got another hard line all cleaned up, and it is not easy to get in and out. Obviously you can see the mount is removed, and just, of course, my favorite thing in all of the world, fluid everywhere. At this point, I'm so frustrated. Yeah, at this point, I'm so frustrated at even dealing with this. Like, why did I even do this? Hopefully it'll be worth it when I'm done. Maybe it won't be. So I'm like this close to just saying forget it, ripping all of it back out and putting the loop kit back on it, but I'm going to attempt one more time, because the reason why I pull out power steering 9 times out of 10 is because it always leaks, in my opinion, on older Hondas. And I thought I had this one situated. Guess not. So I'm not even bothering trying to film this or anything. I just want to get through this, get this done, because it just needs to get done. Okay, update. Attempt number 17,062 of trying to put power steering back on the car. Put everything back together yesterday. I've got the belt hooked up. I started the car, I ran the car, and I just came down here to put the car on the ground and, take it for a drive or, whatever. However, didn't see any leaks yesterday. I walk in, and ta-ta. So it's leaking from up front somewhere here. Yay. It's exactly what I wanted to deal with. This is really the #1 reason why I hate power steering. It always leaks. And I am this close to just ripping it all back out. Hello. Hello. Another beautiful day. Working on the old bucket. I'm sure you guys are very excited to know exactly what I'm doing. You hear that? Still didn't get to swap the exhaust, which is something I need to do. I'm going to do that probably tomorrow or Monday, because the exhaust is driving me bananas. And also I'm now popping the hood of the DA to see if it's still leaking power steering fluid. And upon first visual inspection, I don't see anything. Did we actually fix the damn power steering leak? I don't know, the power steering fluid smell is just atrocious. Anyway. Uh-oh, we seem to be a bit dry. I think what I'm seeing is a little bit of residue left over from the night before. The reservoir is full. It does appear to be dry. So, I think we're looking good. I drove the car around last night, and it definitely feels better as far as like steering around corners and stuff. Definitely less effort, so probably gonna feel less fatigue when I'm driving around corners on the Dragon. Oh, and we have a package that just arrived. Okay, so if you notice here, I've got this bracket. This is actually the LS bracket that doesn't exactly fit or bolt up, but so I've got everything situated with the power steering. Everything's looking good. It's not leaking anymore. Thank God for that. Now, what I'm going to be doing is reinstalling the REVEL Touring Sport medallion, and it's because I love this HKS exhaust, but it is rattling too much. with the sway bar and everything like that. So I'm gonna have to get underneath here and just swap it out. So what do we got done? I swapped out the DA airbox for the DC2 Type R airbox. Why? Just because I think it looks a little better. The other airbox wasn't really giving me any sort of benefit. Prefer this way for now because we're getting ready for the Tail of the Dragon. I did add these DOHC decals to the car, and the REVEL exhaust is back on the car. Excuse me while I'm sweating to death. The reason why I've done this, and let's hope that as I start it, I did find some loose heat shields, so that should take care of some noise, but the other exhaust was just rubbing up against the rear sway bar, and it was so annoying. I just couldn't take it. Now we're gonna see, make sure there's no, and I think there might have been a leak or two, something, but sounds good. Still sounds good, no leaks. Happy about that. AC still working. Got the power steering all taken care of, no more leaks. Feels good when I'm driving. It's not really fatiguing me, which is, you know, as you get older, you just, the thing is I'm trying to, so the reason why I'm doing this is because I just want to make sure that the car is nice. You know, like I re-added the window washer sprayers because all that stuff is still intact. Put this power steering back on just to make the car a little bit nicer. Putting the REVEL exhaust on because it is nicer. Again, I love the HKS, but it's not like an all original HKS. It's been cut up. Thank you to Jonathan for that thing. I may still use it and switch it out or do something with it or use it for another project. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for now, I just really want to get the car to a point where it's nice to drive. It's not annoying me on any sort of level. So got everything wrapped up on the Integra with the power steering and the exhaust. The car is finally like nice and smooth and quiet. It's going to be, I think, a really nice a trip for Classic Hondas on the Dragon, which is coming up in I think 46 days, something like that. So if you're going to be out there October 8th and 9th, Deals Gap, Classic Hondas on the Dragon, I can't wait to be there, and hopefully we'll see you out there. Anyway, this is going to wrap this video up. Stay tuned. We've got another project coming to the channel. I'm very excited for it. I can't announce what it is or when it's going to exactly be here. I'll just have to announce it once I know more information. So anyway, thank you guys for watching.